What's up, you guys? Henry Gracie, Eve Gracie, and the rest of the Gracie Academy Women Empowered crew here in Torrance, California, Saturday morning class. The video went viral a few days ago. A man goes into Dollar General, grabs a 13-year-old girl right away from her mom, and tries to drag her straight out the store. We didn't know what his intentions were, what he would have done outside the store, what his plan was. This guy's an absolute psychopath. You can't even imagine these people exist, but they do, which is important why we talk about it.
Right, we're going to break down exactly what happened and some other alternatives.
Now, for the actual incident, how it went down. So daughter's here, it's all on camera. Daughter's here, she gets grabbed, she gets pulled, she loses her balance, understandably. In Dollar General, she's not expecting to be dragged and isolated and ripped out of the store by her arm from a stranger. So he's dragging her by the arm. Eventually, as she's getting dragged across the store, the mom, of course, chases this guy and so intelligently jumps on top of the daughter, embraces her, and basically holds her to the ground, making it to where the man, who could have probably easily dragged the daughter, could not drag both of them. And at that point, he realized that he would not be able to take both of them out, so he, at that point, didn't want someone to intervene or get caught because he had committed a crime, so obviously he flees the scene. And we talk about this all the time with the ladies here. Bystander intervention is the #1 concern for these guys.
Yeah, hats off to the mom for just slowing that whole situation down, for causing a scene so that everyone in the store knew what was going on. This did not happen quickly and swiftly whatsoever, which was apparently what he was expecting to happen.
So in a situation like this, beating up the attacker is not the objective. Preventing their objective is the objective and is the victory. And they did that perfectly. The screams from the store notified a man out in the parking lot who just happened to be an off-duty police officer. The officer was there, the guy's running out, he chases him, takes him down, arrests him, and now the guy's behind bars, thank God, for this incident. So it couldn't have been a better outcome to an unfortunate situation. Naturally, we come to class on Saturday and we start to discuss, analyze, and break down, because the more we talk about situations like these, the more prepared people will be in the future if it were to happen again. So here's what we came up with. If I'm dragging Eve by her arm and I'm pulling her this way, she wants to get her legs in between her and I. The problem is, if Eve simply walks her legs right there and tries to face freeze, every time she walks her legs, I will pull again, realigning our bodies, okay, between us. See, she'll come back in the center over here. So instead, here's what we came up with. As I'm pulling her by the arm, if all Eve can do is get both of her feet to touch my wrist, she can easily pivot. Now both feet on the hips, pry, possible up kick from here. If nothing else, I can't take her out of the store or whatever the situation into abduction that I had previously planned. So one more time in slow motion. So anytime someone drags you by a hand and is pulling you away, look, the idea is very simply touch the wrist with both feet and your hips swing perfectly in front of you, both feet on the hips, simple women empowered wrist release right here. And at this point, kicks, whatever you want to do. Now what if he grabs both ankles, which is possible? Maybe he's trying to drag you by your ankles now. It's very difficult to keep both ankles trapped. If she does a retraction and a north kick, and then from there, even if I keep one, look at the kicks happen. These are very dangerous here. Okay? So the idea of kicking out of ankle grips. Look, north kick. I can't stop it. And then the hips come up. You have a lot of power. You kick this one out. But the point is, I'm not going to be able to take her by her legs. Maybe by her hands, but not by the legs. Okay? And this is, of course, in a situation where your mom's not there to hold you down and prevent this from taking place, which was perfect for their situation. But some tips and things that we talked about. Now, Brooklyn here happens to be 14, a little bit older than the young lady who was abducted or attempted to be abducted in the store there. And she'll demonstrate what we just talked about today as well. So Brooklyn, lay down. So I'm dragging, she's going, her legs come in, she goes here, she pries, boom, she gets up, she's out of here. Hey. Luckily she's on our team, okay? So we're safe. You guys, thanks for watching. July 16th, free seminar here. Everyone and your friend. We have over 13 locations worldwide hosting free women's self-defense seminars. Make sure you guys get there 3 to 5 p.m. here in Torrance. If you know someone, if you know anyone who could benefit from self-defense information like this, and what's crazy is there need be no logical set of circumstances for an abduction or an attack to take place.
As in this situation.
With your mom in Dollar General, you're not safe. Right? It can happen is what we're saying. So it can happen anywhere.
To anyone.
Okay? It's better to know it and never need it than to need it and not know it. July 16th, we'll see you on the mat. Thank you guys. Get out of here.
One more thing, you guys, if there's anyone out there who has direct contact with the mother and or daughter in this video, please have them reach out to us. We want to sponsor both of them to come to California and spend some time training with us at the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Academy. The courage they displayed in this situation was unbelievable, and it would be a huge honor for us to spend some time teaching them additional techniques so that if a situation like this were to happen again, they would have more options in the arsenal. So if you can facilitate that, we'll be very grateful. Have them email info@gracieacademy.com and we'll take care of the rest. Much appreciated.
The physical techniques are critical, but it's equally important to understand the psychology of an assault. One of the most important things we discuss is intention assessment. Let's say I'm alone at a gas station and a man from a nearby bus stop gets up and starts walking directly towards me. And I assert myself and I tell him to stop. And he continues to walk towards me. What do I know at that exact moment? I know that he has bad intentions. And once I know his intentions, I can start preparing for his actions. But until I set a boundary, his intentions are unknown. Boundaries are everything.